Did you know the average conversion rate for online stores is only 2%? That means for every 100 visitors, only 2 people will actually place an order. So what does it take to get more of your website visitors to convert? It's all about working smarter rather than harder. In this video, you'll learn several tips you can use to get more purchases and boost profitability. Let's get started. Let's first quickly cover what a conversion rate is. It's the percentage of people who complete an action on your site compared to the total number of website visitors. Conversion rate optimization, otherwise known as CRO, is all about improving this number. In most cases, this means turning more visitors into leads by getting them to join an email list, convincing a visitor to fill out a contact form for a consultation, or converting a visitor into a paying customer by purchasing a product. Benchmarking your conversion rate is helpful to get a general idea of where you're at so you can understand how well you're doing compared to others in your industry. Like I mentioned at the start, the average conversion rate is around 2% for online stores. However, it varies depending on your industry. The food and beverage industry's average conversion rates are usually higher, hovering around 7% at the time of this video. On the other hand, luxury and jewelry, as well as home and furniture industries, typically have lower conversion rates around the 1% mark. Of course, the higher the percentage, the more revenue you'll bring in. I'll first go over 4 ways to find out what's working and what's not on your site so you can optimize for more conversions. Then I'll cover 4 specific improvements you can make to get more paying customers. To optimize your conversion rates, begin by finding where visitors drop off in your funnel. Think of it as your map to identify and fix leaks in the funnel. By analyzing your funnels, you'll know the steps your users go through on their way to a conversion. You'll see the actions they take and the pages they visit. You can pick any tool you prefer for funnel analysis, but in this video, I'll specifically showcase Matomo's funnels feature. Using the funnels feature in Matomo on our travel site, we noticed the scuba diving masks promotion has a significant 44% drop-off rate. This tells us we should work on the promotion page to boost conversions. At each step, you'll discover points of friction you can optimize to have the greatest impact on your conversion rates. The next step in improving your conversion rate is to understand how visitors are engaging with your site. While Google Analytics provides metrics like page views, engagement rate, and sessions, for instance, these metrics will only tell you the basics, like how many people visited and what pages they visited for how long, but they won't show you exactly what they did on your site. You can uncover how people are using your website using a web analytics solution like Matomo's heat map feature. Heat maps show you where your visitors click, move their mouse, and scroll so you can see how they engage with your site. See where visitors exit your page before vital info, indicating confusion or disinterest in the content. And by tracking mouse movements, you can see where they pause or hesitate, giving clues about points of interest or frustration. For instance, you can see here that visitors are clicking all around this home page, but not on our main call to action button. We can also see that only 64% of visitors are reaching this call to action. Using a heat map, you can identify this mismatch, highlighting the need to enhance your call to action button's visibility. Insights from heat maps can help guide layout, design, and copy changes to ramp up engagement and guarantee higher conversion rates. If page views show what happened on your site and heat maps reveal why visitors interacted the way they did, then the missing link is understanding the how. That's where session recordings help with conversion rate optimization. Session recordings are screen recording playbacks of visitors on your website so you can see firsthand how they experience your site. For example, let's say we have a travel website that offers diving opportunities around the world. Our goal is to drive traffic to our top 10 dive sites to increase our conversion rates. We notice that a lot of visitors come to our homepage but never visit our dive site recommendation page. Let's look at a session recording example in Matomo to see how visitors are experiencing our site. In this session recording, the visitor hovers over our navigation menu but doesn't click on our main call to action top 10 dive sites menu option. The visitor couldn't tell that it was a clickable element and left. Session recordings can help us identify issues to increase conversion rates. Once you've identified a stumbling block affecting your conversion rates, the real challenge begins: how to resolve it. A/B testing is a reliable method to optimize your website for higher conversion rates. It works by comparing different versions of your website pages to determine what converts at a higher rate. You can create experiments testing different headlines, try less copy versus more copy, test out varying calls to action, and see how new color schemes perform. Then compare the different versions of your website and identify winners. Let's have a look at an A/B test in Matomo. In this experiment, we tested two variations of a call to action. One call to action being our original call to action, and for the other variation, we tested a new call to action, apply now. We can see here that the new call to action is converting at a much higher rate at 3.7% compared to our original call to action at only 1.7%. Use A/B testing to confidently optimize your conversion rates, relying on data instead of guesswork. Now that you've set up a system in place to optimize your site for conversions, here are 5 areas of your site to focus on for maximum results. Analyzing and optimizing a website's forms is one of the first things I do to bump up conversion rates. Ever wonder where your visitors drop off on your forms? It could be because the form is too long or overly complex, frustrating users. Whatever the reason, you first need to diagnose the issue and then fix it. To find out what's going on, use the Form Analytics feature in Matomo to get insights on the average time spent on each form field, where users drop off, and unneeded fields with a high blank submission rate. For example, Concrete CMS tripled their leads by using the Form Analytics feature. They found out where users were getting stuck in the form submission process and made the right adjustments. Just like Concrete CMS, after you've collected your own form insights, you can fine-tune your forms to get more people completing them and converting. Another crucial element you need to test is your copywriting. Your copywriting is the foundation of your entire website. It helps communicate to your audience what you have to offer and why they need to take action. You need to make sure you have a good offer. This isn't just the product or service you're putting out there, it's the complete package. It includes the product, rewards, a unique guarantee, customer service, packaging, and promotions. Start testing your copy with your headlines. Look at the headers and test different phrases to convert more potential customers into paying customers. Here are a few tips to optimize your copy for more conversions. Write short words, short sentences, and short paragraphs. Use bullets and subheaders to make the copy easy to skim. Don't focus too much on optimizing for search engines. Instead, write for humans. Focus on writing about benefits, not the features, and write about how your offer solves the pain points of your audience. Don't just test out your headers, tweak things in your subheaders, body copy, sign-up forms, and product descriptions too. Next, testing out different media types is crucial. This means adding videos and audio into your content. Don't just take a random guess by throwing stuff against the wall hoping it sticks. Instead, look at your media analytics reports in your website analytics solution and see what media people spend the most time on. For example, you can use Matomo's media analytics feature to see what kind of video or audio content already impacts conversions. Humans are highly visual. Make your content easy to digest. Instead of covering your website in huge chunks of text, split up your copy with engaging content like videos. Now let's talk about the calls to action. It's so important to get this right to turn website visitors into paying customers. You could write the most compelling offer with beautiful images, videos, and product descriptions, but your efforts will go to waste if you don't also have a compelling call to action. Here are a few tips to optimize them. Keep them congruent on a single web page. For example, don't sell a hat and a sweater on the same page as it can be confusing. Place at least one call to action above the fold on your web pages. Include benefits in your call to action. Instead of just saying buy now, try buy now to get 30% off. Optimizing your call to action isn't just about your copywriting, it's also about design. A/B test different font sizes and visual elements like borders, icons, and background colors. Finally, let's talk about web design. Your site design will impact how well your visitors convert. You could have incredible copywriting, but if your site is laid out poorly, it will drive people away. Here are a few tips to keep in mind when optimizing your website design. Use a color scheme that's pleasant rather than too distracting or extreme. Make sure your design makes the text easy to read. When in doubt, start with black text on a white background. Keep plenty of white space in between design elements. When in doubt about font size, start by testing a larger size. Design mobile first rather than desktop first. Many people shop on their phones. And finally, make sure your website is easy to navigate. Good design is all about the user experience. Is it easy to find what they're looking for? If not, update your navigation bar or make it easy to filter for what your customers are looking for. All in all, if you're looking to get the most out of the traffic on your site by converting more visitors, following the steps in this video is a great place to start. Just remember, conversion rate optimization is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time deal. To succeed, you need to test quickly, analyze the impact, and do more of what's working and less of what's not. You need the right tools to keep track of performance and keep an eye on areas that need improvement. With Matomo, you can see how your site is performing and get valuable insights with all the features I mentioned in this video. If you want to try it out, there's a 21-day free trial with no credit card required. I'll have the link to sign up in the description below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel to see our upcoming videos on web analytics. I'll see you in the next one.